Guys, have you ever, as a small independent licensed electrician, ever had to do telecommunication or communication wiring such as fiber optic or category wiring? Have you ever had to do twisted pair wiring and dealt with the awfulness of their supply houses and the attitudes trying to even procure such equipment? Oh, let me tell you the experience I've had in this awful nightmare of a communications industry. This video is sponsored by EV Charger Fast, the #1 place where electricians and customers meet. Guys, if you're a state licensed electrical contractor and have you ever had to buy like fiber optic cable, Ortronics, Panduit, IC, any type of communications products, it's awful. When you go into the supply house, the attitude, the pompous, the arrogance of the salespeople, it's unbelievable. There's a place in South Plainfield that I would go, and what baffles me is every time I go in there, I cringe. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go in here. Oh my gosh. I walk in, and there'll be like 6 or 7 counter people, okay? And all of them seem to be like heads into a government contract. There's no one in the place. They're all looking down. They're all on their computer. It's like, what do you guys even do? How much money do you make? You're obviously not on commission. They must make a ton of money because no one greets you. It's like the state of South Dakota. You could go through the state of South Dakota and no one will say hello to you. That is like how you'll get treated when you do as an independent electrician in the communications supply house company. And I have to tell you another story. For years, I have been trying to get certified by a company called Siemon. It's not Siemens, the electrical industry, it's siemon with an M-O-N at the end. Now, there were several years in my career where about 75% of my business was all network wiring, right? Where we were running fiber to the desk. I mean, I was running miles and miles of fiber optic cabling, and I mean, it just was an incredible part of my business. So I was forced to try, because you can't buy a lot of this stuff from your standard electrical supply house. Well, and getting a good reputation of doing that work, working for some of the largest companies in our nation, I was approached by another super large company, one that you all will know, and I will not name their name. Well, they only hired Siemon certified contractors. So I had the top procurement guys contact Siemon on my behalf and say, hey, we want Henelect to become Siemon certified. Can you help us out? Guys, I've probably communicated with this company over 150 times in a 10 to 15 year span. And I have yet to become a Siemon certified contractor. Here, I'm doing Panduit, I'm doing Ortronics, I'm doing IC. I'm using like every type of manufacturer. I have a great reputation, I have all the tools, and yet they would not even entertain certifying me. Now, what does it mean to get certified? Really, all it means is you get their warranty. That's all it is, right? You can still go buy their product. That's how hypocritical the industry is. Oh, you can certainly go buy Siemon products, but you just can't get their warranty because you're not Siemon certified. So I would call up the main office and say, hey, I want to get certified. Oh, where are you? I'd be like, oh, well, I'm in New Jersey. Okay, I'll put you in contact with this so-and-so. Nothing. Email, call back, nothing. Finally, I get a call from the sales guy. I'm like, yes, I got a hold of him. I tell him my story. Hey, Garrett Henderson, I'm an electrical contractor. I do communication, and I want to get certified. Well, we need you to be able to spend $100,000 a year on our product. Fine. I get certified. I can introduce your product to many other companies. Well, you need to buy that amount before we'll certify you. I mean, they did everything they could to deny me certification. I mean, I often to pay additional and bring my whole team up to their Connecticut location to get certified. Well, it's 2024, and I'm gonna say this started in maybe 20 years ago. About 20 years ago, maybe not quite 20 years ago, but for that long, and yet we've been denied and denied. Well, no longer am I interested in becoming Siemon certified. So I'm making the video to ask you guys, how often are we treated like the hated stepchild in the electrical contracting industry? How hated are we small, independent, state licensed electricians? I mean, I get the salesman's idea saying, hey, you know what? If they're Siemon certified and we've locked that company in, we don't need you. Let them choose our contractors that are already Siemon certified. I get it. But I even took another step, and I was with one of the largest companies in our nation. And I used to make videos for the sales guy to say, hey, here's the first Siemon product being installed in this facility. Do anything I can to promote Siemon, to bring Siemon in, buy their products, overspend on their cable just to impress these guys for nothing. So have you guys ever experienced this thing? I mean, this type of absence of respect, or, you know, and I get it, the risk reward. I guess their risk is like the longshoremen, right? Where they'll strike, or the powers that be get angry because how dare you try to bring a small independent above us. I understand that, but I have to tell you this, Siemon, you've lost out on millions of dollars, and now I have a voice where I can explain the situation and how you treat state licensed electricians. And guys, that's why you must join evchargerfast.com, where finally state licensed electrical contractors are going to be treated with the respect, where we can communicate, where vendors like Siemon will be begging for us and our work, where we can get certified in anything that we want, where the top manufacturers will come and advertise on our platform to reach thousands of electricians across our nation and soon globally. So, how many times have you gone to a supply house, a communication supply house, and waited all day in will call because you needed 115 feet of 50 micron single mode fiber optic cable in an armor jacket? And they make you wait all day. You call up in the morning, you get the sales guy, okay, no problem, it'll be ready. Yeah, come on in, it'll be ready. You show up, it's like 10 a.m., and then you just hit a brick wall. You might as well go to the DMV, bring a book, bring your iPad. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna see these lethargic guys going around on their forklifts, and no one's in any type of rush, and you're just gonna sit there and you're gonna go, man, where is my wire? You know, take care of me. Why do you have to make this experience so awful?